After exactly 1 vodka shot and half a can of Busch Light, I feel like I've become way too loosey-goosey with the things that I say. And I've just been thinking about all the things that I said last night and like over analyzing them and being like, that was so stupid. Like, why'd you say that? I've been saying things that really are inside thoughts. And maybe it's time to start journaling again.
This is my outfit. I'm bundled up because it's another very cold spring day and I'm really unhappy about it. Yesterday, I feel like we were a little bit tricked because the weather was delightful. It was like 70 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I was in a tank top and capris and it was glorious. And now it's so cold that I could see my breath when I was walking outside from work. I'm in a pretty blistery and unhappy mood today. I think I don't have I don't have an idea why I feel this way. Maybe it really is just the weather change. But I also think I have just been feeling really hard on myself. And I really would like for the tides to turn in my mind, but I just don't know when that's gonna happen. And anyway, I decided, because I don't really have any plans tonight, that maybe it would be a good idea to go on a little bit of a walkabout run. I am not feeling confident it's gonna go amazingly. I'm sure it's gonna challenge me immensely, but perhaps that challenge will be the thing that quiets my mind, which is being so mean to me at present. But before I change into workout clothes and go on the run, even though I don't want to do it and it's really cold outside and I'm very unhappy, I wanted to show you what's in my bag. Today I brought this tote to work. Inside it we have my Tupperware that I left at the office yesterday, my laptop where I do my job. There's also a water bottle and some chargers in here, but I don't think you're very interested in that. And lastly, we have this orange Earl Grey gluten-free bread from my favorite bakery, which is closing in 2 days. What do I have to live for anymore? I don't know. I don't know right now. Maybe her. I just had what I feel like is the most insane, is the universe speaking to me experience and then a huge panic about it. The other day I was out with someone and I was talking about my album club that I'm a part of. Each week we listen to a new album that someone in the group suggested, and it was so crazy because I've been listening to the Gorillaz Demon Days. Just randomly I felt like listening to that the last week or so. And then I was at the thrift store with some friends over the weekend and saw a Gorillaz t-shirt. And then on Monday this week, the group updated with the new album that we're supposed to listen to, and it was Demon Days from the Gorillaz. And I was like, oh my gosh, the universe is really talking to me. And when I was telling this person about this whole thing, they asked me naturally what was my pick for album club, because it hasn't been played yet. And I picked Arrested Development's debut album, and we talked a lot about it. And then today, as I was walking home from work, I saw it randomly on the ground on my street in a pile of CDs, and I was like, oh my God, the universe is talking to me. It's true. Like, I don't know what it's saying, but I do feel like it's talking to me. So of course I grabbed it, and then I was like, I'm bringing this home. This is so special. And then the minute I got in my apartment, I thought to myself, what if this has bed bugs in it? And I just brought it into my home. So then, in a panic, I like opened up the jewel case and I like took out the little like liner notes, and I looked through that, and I like looked at the jewel case with my flashlight on my phone, like trying to find any trace of bed bug, and I didn't see anything, but I was still really scared. So then I put it in not one, not two, but 3 Ziploc bags, and then I called a friend and posed the question of, could a bedbug infestation be occurring within this CD case? Could there be a bedbug hidden in there? And he and I both concluded it's not worth risking it. So then I sadly brought my Magical Universe CD back outside to put it in the graveyard of other CDs under this tree on my street, and all of the CDs were gone. All of them. So I just left it there alone, awkwardly, on the side of the road, and I hope it finds a home. But anyway, I'm home after a long work day. I'm very tired. I also played my new song at a kind of like songwriter sharing workshop thing, so I'm just feeling a little bit tuckered out, and I need to make dinner. I really actually just want to get Chipotle. Like, it sounds yummy, but I'm not going to do it. I just think... No, I'm gonna make my salad. Do you smell the carrot? I remember the other thing that I just wanted to say. I feel like every time I take out the camera, it makes me really, really nervous. I'm curious to see if maybe talking with my back to you will help, because then I feel like I don't have to look anyone in the eye. I've slowly been getting back into the rhythm of things here in New York City after my Japan trip, and I'm feeling a little bit better on the whole about like life and about things. I think I was feeling really sad and down to leave my friends and like leave this fun adventure behind, return to my real life. But I've started to feel like maybe my real life, like while imperfect, while with problems, like it's a good life on the whole. I feel like a good life is one where it's just like your basic needs are met, you have community around you, and you sort of have the internal space to let yourself like be curious and move from a place of curiosity as much as possible rather than fear, or at least like be able to move towards the things you want even if you do feel fearful, knowing that like it's worth pushing past it in order to experience the things you want to experience. And like in many ways that's what I'm doing, like living here, and so things are good and I'm very lucky. I'm trying to hold on to that feeling of just like my gratitude, feeling lucky to be alive and to be here and to have the sort of like community I have, to have my basic needs met, like these very basic tenets that I think are like a human right that everyone should have. It's like I've certainly taken them for granted a lot of the times and like walked around with a chip on my shoulder that I think I could have easily brushed off if I just allowed myself to like be a little bit more like open-minded in the way I think about like life and what makes it good and or what makes it like worth like living and letting yourself experience. I don't know. It's like even when everything sucks, it's like I'm just grateful to be here, you know? You can't see, but I'm tearing up right now, which is kind of surprising me. I guess I'll look at the camera to try being vulnerable, even though I feel shy. 18-year-old me could never have guessed like what the life that I'm leading looks like. And it's not like it's a particularly like special or like out of the ordinary type of life. You know, I work a 9 to 5, I pay like my rent and my bills, and like that's a lot of my time. I, you know, spend a lot of time doing chores and mundane things. Like my life is very ordinary, but in many ways, like it's not just like a good life in a general sort of a, not objective, but kind of objective way. Like I feel very lucky. You know, we live in a hard world, but I think for me specifically, like, I don't know, it's like, I guess I have this, I think what I'm feeling is like, things are just kind of working out. And sometimes they take their time, and sometimes it doesn't seem like it's working out in the moment, or I have no idea like how I'm going to make something work that feels challenging. But at the end of the day, I don't know, it's like I feel good. I have people around me that care about me. And like, you know, even looking back a year ago, like things change and they work out. I think I'm feeling like, I don't know, just like overwhelmed maybe a little bit with a sense of like safety and trust that I can figure things out for myself. And I think it's a good thing to be recognizing this now, because I do think there's a lot of change upon me. Maybe it's the Arrested Development CD getting to me right now, but I feel like I've been really challenging myself to like move outside of my comfort zone and to like grow in specific areas, like around self-expression in particular, that like has been really hard for me, because I'm someone who's very used to like not really wanting to draw attention to myself and seeing like attention as negative. So, you know, putting myself out there a little bit more, trying to be a little bit braver, both like with my creative stuff and just with people. And I don't know how it's going to work out or what will change, but I know that things will change, and I'm excited and curious to see how things develop. And I know even if it's not clear in the moment, it's all going to work out. And that's something I can hold on to even when the path is feeling very obscure, which might just be how it always feels in this human existence that I'm doing right now. But I feel good.